Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We are continuing our adventures in farming. Or we're going to build up our first farm. Not really sure. Oh, wait, hold on. I was going to say, look at the growth here. So at the moment we have these beets here that are these, I'm sorry, they're red. Yeah, I think they're red beets or something like that that are ready for harvest. But unfortunately we don't have the machine that's capable of harvesting that, and the only machine I could find that was capable of actually doing it is extremely expensive. I can either get this guy here, and I can rent it for an exorbitant amount of money, which I'm pretty sure for this small field I'm not going to get my money back out of it. Or there was some kind of a like, None of these beets work on the red beets. None of these beet harvesting things work on the red beets. I don't remember exactly where I saw it, but there was a single harvesting trailer or something like that that allowed me to pick up red beets. Yeah, something like. Well, hold on. That plants. There's this one here that will pull vegetables out of the ground, and it says it will do red beets. Like both of these will do red beets, but unfortunately my tractor won't connect to it. So at this point I've kind of decided that we're just going to go ahead and reseed this field with something else, which means unfortunately we're going to have to completely ruin that field. But it is what it is. I can live with that. It's not that big of a deal. The field itself doesn't need to be plowed or anything, so I'm hoping that I can just connect to this dealio here. We can run it over there and plant another bout of seeds, but, well, we'll get as far as we can. I'm hoping that the field's not too big for us to go ahead and just plow or cultivate the field already. Ooh, oh, the turning on this thing is just super frustrating sometimes. So let's get ourselves turned and lined up. We'll get started on doing a run, and then I will bring you guys back when we're finished. So let's get this. Okay, so let's we're gonna lower the seeder, and we're gonna turn on the seeder. Ideally, this is going to not only cut all of this out, but also plant seeds. So before I do that, let me hop out and make sure that we're actually switching to wheat. Oh my god, the mouse situation. I can't stand this. Okay, so yeah, it is switching to wheat now. Sweet. All right, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and continue on. Let me trying to get the tractor turned in the right direction so that it follows the right path. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do this entire field, and I'll be back once we're close to being done. Partway through getting this field done, but I wanted to pop back in to say that adjusting controls can really help to make a massive difference in your ability to control things. I've found that the default settings for the sensitivity on these controls are extremely sluggish for my taste. I turned the steering sensitivity up to 200% and the recentering sensitivity back to around, I basically maxed out both of them. And I find that I'm able to control this way better than I've been able to so far. Now, when it comes to backing, I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. But at least as far as being able to line myself up with the all of the crops and everything like this, and turning and all of that stuff, and I'm just doing normal operations. Okay, so they see this is where we start running into issues here. So I'll try to fix that. Oh, nope, there we go. I turned it off too early. Okay, now we can turn it off. I should have probably done more of a headland over here, I know, but trying to get all of this lined up as best I can. So part of me came back so that you guys can see a little bit more of the harvesting process here, and part of it was just so I could verify, or let you guys know that turning the steering sensitivity on both the actual turning part and then the recentering of your steering seems to be helping me. So keep that in mind when you're doing your own work. I have to say, I'm really glad I ended up oversizing my equipment the way I did, because this is, oh, well, we're gonna have to do a little bit of twirling around to fix this. Sorry, and I still ended up doing it again. Let's try this again. Get this fully seated. Did I miss this too? All right, whatever. This is me being a new person and not knowing what I'm doing. So we'll get it figured out. All right, so we'll get this last swath done. We'll head over to the. Well, actually, let's see what the field needs next. Once we're done with this, I know it's gonna need something. It may need rolling. It might not need anything. I don't know. It was 100% fertilized when we dug all of this up. So let's see if it asks me for anything. Okay, so it needs rolling and it needs to be weeded. So that's something we can easily do. Oops. Wait, what does the Z do? What? What? What is the Z doing? I don't know what that does. I'm not even gonna try to guess. I don't know what that does, but whatever it does, I'm not worrying about it. Okay. Yeah, the steering is a little bit more twitchy, but I think I can probably get used to it. I'd much rather it be more... If I have to choose between overly sensitive and super sluggish and really hard to deal with, I'd much rather it be a little bit more responsive. Because a lot of the reasons I end up having issues backing up is because the machine just does not respond fast enough. And by the time I think it's supposed to be turning, it's not. Okay. So the next thing we need is to... What did it say? It needs rolling. So let's go ahead and do rolling really quick. So we'll drive ourselves over there, get the rolling done. As I was saying, I'm really glad that I ended up deciding to go ahead and buy the bigger equipment, because now, with the size of this field, I feel like the equipment we have is probably just about the right size. So let's get this rolled out. Get this dropped. Try my best to keep this. See, this is what I was trying not to do. There we go. All right, come on. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go through this, get this whole field rolled. I'll be back when we're pretty close to done with that. Then we'll go grab the sprayer and do some herbicide. I have to say, I like these ones that have the ultra wide swaths. Oh, stop doing that. Mouse issues again. I like these ones that have the ultra wide swaths because not just because they're super wide and you can get things done faster, but and then I start talking and I jinx it. But you can get these you can get these nice pirouetting kind of turns. If I can control this better. See, this is the problem. I try to do it on camera and it all just goes to hell for me. Hold on, I'm just going to have to suck it up and just realign it and then back up. Well, anyways, I've been doing these nice little pirouetting turns around points and stuff, and it's been working out just fine. But then I try to do it on camera, and of course it gets all jacked up. So that's the way that always works. You want to perform it for somebody, and then all of a sudden it messes up. I'll try to do another version of it when I turn around here, just to give you guys an idea of what I've been doing. But I think I got distracted by the fact that I didn't want to hit my other field. And I got super self-conscious about it, and it really messed me up. But that's all right. So I'm gonna try to show you what I'm talking about. Watch the left side of the roller here, and then I can do a roll. I can basically just kind of try to keep it in the same spot. See how it's like barely moving, and then just go right into the same area again. So I've been doing that. That's what I've been trying to do anyways, but, you know, silly me, I got distracted and messed it up. And it's always the way it works. Well, that's all right. We figure it out and make it happen. Oops. Okay, so let's get this parked. And then we need to grab our sprayer, and we need to swap out... I believe it has fertilizer in it right now. Oh, back up. It's so finicky to back these things up. I don't know why it feels so difficult. All right. So we'll grab our sprayer here. We'll get it connected. Come on. And then we need to pull it far enough forward this way so that we can get the chemicals out of it. There we go. And then we'll fill it up with the pesticide here. Almost there. All right. Now let's take it over the field. We'll get some weed killer on the ground, and then ideally that field will be ready to grow for the future. I feel like an idiot for not realizing that I had set growth to pause. Ooh. That I had set growth to pause. It didn't even occur to me that that was even an option. It's wasted so many months just having crops sitting there not doing anything. Okay, let's just need to wait and see how these how far this is going to spread out, because I always underestimate how wide this thing is. Is it gonna... Okay, fortunately, the collision physics don't seem to matter when it comes to things spreading out, so that's good. All right, so let's turn the sprayer on, get it moving. And we'll get this thing sprayed. Trying to make sure I keep the edge of... One of the things I'm really going to try to work on as I continue getting better at this is not overlapping on my things that I'm doing. Because I notice a lot of people end up doing that. And they end up wasting a lot of time. Oh, that's going to be... Okay. I mean, I guess a little bit of extra overweeding on one thing is not going to hurt anything. Like I said, I'm trying to get to where I don't end up doing too much in the way of overspray or overlapping on the things, but, you know, I guess it's really difficult to avoid doing that. Seems like every content creator I watch ends up having a bunch of overlap on when they're applying things, or when they're you know, especially when they're harvesting like this, because you see how the very left side of my application is on stuff that we've already done, and I really want to try to figure out a way to consistently make it so that I don't do that. Let me get the sprayer turned off. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, nope, I don't want that. That's too small. Crap. I'm wasting a bunch of chemical here. Well, that didn't work out like I was hoping it would. Learning growing pains. That's what this is. This is growing pains. You just got to learn how to do this. I was hoping that I could make this smaller. That's too small. So I kind of have to overspray a little bit. That sucks. But that's all right. We're figuring it all out. One of these days, I'll figure out how to operate the tractor in a way that doesn't cause all of this excitement. All right, so, nope. Gotta get that last little bit there. Okay, there we go. So now we can fold that back up. I'm about to say, I pressed the button. I know I pressed the button. And then let's hop out, make sure that it doesn't want anything else from us, and then we can be done with this field, and we have another wheat field growing. Nice. So we should get a lot of wheat out of this once it's finished growing. I have no idea if that's what we should have planted. I just planted whatever was in the seeder. I know I'm making a lot of mistakes. I don't know. I'm just trying to get into the groove of getting things into the ground, going through the process of actually planting things, and you know, having all of that work out. I do think that I want to invest in some kind of load moving thing, like a forklift or even maybe a telehandler. I don't know. I'm not sure which one I would prefer. I'm thinking a telehandler would probably work better. Okay, seriously, can I figure this out, please? I'm really struggling with backing this stuff up. Okay, just kind of back it straight in right there. There we go. That's where I want it. Or I mean, I guess I don't really need a telehandler. I just need some kind of a forklift thing for my tractor here. That's all I really need. So yeah, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at front loading options, preferably. So we have the front loader tools. Do they have a forklift option? Pallet fork. Okay, this is what I need. And maybe even a bag lifter at some point if I can have bags moving around. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get this pallet fork here because that's relatively cheap, and that'll allow me to move those any kind of pallets and stuff that we have around, and I can just use the tractor to do it. So let me go pick that up. I'll be back, and then we'll decide where we're gonna store the pallet of fertilizer or whatever that is. All right, we are back, and we do have a fork attachment for our front loader. But I am not quite sure how to use this. I think that when I hold the mouse button down, it gives me the option to... Oh, you can use your mouse to do that. Oh, okay. So... Okay, and you can open and close it that way. That's cool. That's okay. So I do want to pick this up though. But now I got to learn how each of these actually works. Okay, so that can go like that. But then of course my mouse goes off the screen. All right, well, where do we want to put these then? I don't mind leaving these just kind of sitting outside somewhere. So I think, I mean, I might just place it right over here. Okay. And back out like that. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. And then I think what I'll do is that for this, am I not able to drive in there? Okay, I guess not. I was going to put the fork right in there, but I guess not. So what I will do then is I will put the fork right over here. So let's see, can I just cue and let that off? Awesome. Okay, well, so far right now, if I can get back up to the map, it looks like we have a few things that are going to be ready to harvest pretty soon. We have a bunch of wheat coming in. We got some soybeans that we'll be able to harvest. The header that we have that does wheat also does soybeans, and we have two plots with corn in it that are hopefully going to be ready pretty soon. So that being said, we're kind of out of, well, I don't know. Let's hold on. Let's advance time and see if we can even harvest right in the next month. Let's do that. Because if we can harvest this month even if we can harvest the corn this month, that would be pretty sweet. Because then we can get it. Then we can start looking at. I've been impatient to get this corn out of the way. It's been sitting there since the very beginning, and I'm ready for it to be done. So that says it's still growing. Oh, but the other one is ready. Okay, so yeah, we'll take a moment. We'll get the tractor put away. We'll go grab the corn harvesting head. And then maybe we can finish out this episode having sold some corn. Be a nice change of pace, other than just spending money, actually make some money. Okay, make sure I don't fall in the little trench there. I keep forgetting I can just tab my way through this. Alright. So let's get our machine out of here. We got that. Oh, and the corn header's right there at the front, so we don't even have to rearrange anything. I will eventually have to figure out a new... can we... Thank you. Alright, let's go harvest some corn. Get it down. Get it turned. Oh, I keep forgetting that you have to unfold everything first. Can we actually harvest this now? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Alright, cool. Enable straw swath. Straw is not available for the current type of crop. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, we're gonna... Oh, come on. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't miss any of the stalks. It's gonna look really irritating to have stragglers just kind of hanging out here. So we'll do a pass and kind of do a turn around all of this. All right. It's just not enough room for me to operate like this. And I guess realistically, I should be creating a headland here to give myself a little bit more space. Alright, fine. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Alright, so I'm going to keep going through this. I'll be back when we're mostly done. Alright, we've got most of this field pretty much done. I'm trying to get in the habit of like turning off the header and turning around, because you can move a lot faster that way, and it allows me to kind of reposition and do things. I don't know. There's a lot of little things that, you know, most players don't actually say what they're doing. So hopefully some of you guys who are learning from my mistakes are seeing what I'm doing, and maybe it'll help you kind of figure out what it is you need to do to be a little bit better at the game. So, at this point, we need to get this over here, and we need to get it loaded into a trailer, and then we need to get that trailer hauled over to where we can sell this stuff. Because as far as I'm aware, the grain silo that we have over here is not capable of storing anything. It looks like it's just for looks, because I don't see any icon or anything over there that tells me I could drop anything. That's okay. Let's get ourselves under the tractor here. Go. All right, we'll get this loaded up. While that's loading, let's see where we can sell. Let's see. I don't remember how I find... Oh, here we go. So it was corn. We were selling corn. The best price is at Goldcrest Valley, but that was that train thing, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that this time. The next best price after that is at Johnson's Farmer Market, so let's tag that place. Head over to the map, and where is that? That's way up here. So all of these are delivery places, right? What's the difference? What's the difference in price at the grocer mart? Oh, it's not an option. Okay. So you can only go to... Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to run this up there. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me driving all the way there. We'll hopefully be able to sell this, and then we'll probably call it an episode there. So I'll be back in just a bit. Woohoo! It turns so fast. All right, we are approaching the sale point. Sorry there, bud. Come back around here, and I'm hoping that this time when I dump it into the zone here, it's actually going to give me money. But there's only one way to find out. Okay, so... Getting money for this now? Yes, okay, cool. We got a, we got a whopping $2,000 for all of that. Okay, I'm gonna run as quickly as I can back to the farm. We'll see if there's any last minute things that we can do before we call it a day. 2,000. All right, we're back here at our plot. Let's get the trailer parked, and I mean, I guess obviously the next thing we need to do is just get that next field ready to go. But I think that's probably gonna have to wait for the next episode because I am more or less out of time. So hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of options that are available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. Your direct support is greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig. So again, thank you very much. Hope you guys are enjoying building a farm with me, and I'll see you for the next one.